My name is Aurelie. I've been living in Jersey for nearly 10 years this year. I moved here with my husband in 2016 and thought we would be here for 2-3 years, and then never thought we would leave, ever. And never thought actually that it would be our final place for at least one of us, which is a strange thought for me to have. In 2023, in the summer, Simon got diagnosed with throat cancer. Because we were or are both quite optimistic and positive nature, we got very focused on what we could do, which was go to Southampton and get treatment and radiotherapy, and then we would see from there. It's very hard to project what could happen when you don't even know what's coming in the coming weeks. So going to Southampton, we felt like we were doing something, and it was quite helpful to have some sort of control over it. And then in February, I went for a weekend in Paris, and that's the weekend where the hospital called him. They told him that the cancer was untreatable and terminal, and he was told he would have a year to live, max. We took off right away. We took the dog on the car, went to France, didn't really know where we were going, but we disappeared for 3 weeks, I think. We came back here and he had been writing again for the JP. And then he had someone from Penguin contacting him saying, we want to buy a book from you. And then from that moment on, he got only distracted and thinking about the book, which was wonderful because I gave him huge purpose, which is when the hospice pretty much started visiting at home. The book is quite short. Not just because he was dying and didn't have time, but it was just snippets of just what he wanted to say on meditation, charity work and working with others and, building a community and connection with people, things that had helped him. He was just so happy, very much in the moment, not thinking about tomorrow. We were quite clear that he wanted to die at the hospice, so we actually moved there. I only have wonderful memories of the hospice. I often describe the experience as magical. It's the first word that comes to my mouth. It's not terrible, it's magical, because you expect it to be the place of the end, but it's actually not the end, it's a transition. He died in July, on the 15th of July 2024, at hospice, with me, by his side. The book was published a few months later, was out in September, so 2 months after he died. The book, yes, has reached 14 countries by now, and all the proceeds of the book I have now given to Children Palliative Care and the African Palliative Care Association. It was all his reflection with the idea, of course, of passing on the message that I am dying, but I have been so lucky and I'm so grateful, and it's okay, I'm fine.
Hi, welcome.
How are you?
Come in.
Nice to see you.
Lovely to see you as well.
Hi, you remembered the way.
I do. Thank you. Come in, come in.
My name's Lauren. I'm one of the palliative care clinical nurse specialists that work in the community team for Jersey Hospice Care. The biggest part of my role is helping people with symptom control. So we will go out and we'll meet patients in their homes, talk about their symptoms, and we'll put things in place to try and improve those symptoms. Each patient that we look after is completely unique, and we tailor what we do to suit them and their family's needs. Everything we do is aimed at improving a patient's quality of life. Simon and Aurelie are just the most beautiful couple I've ever met, and they're so welcoming to anyone that comes into their home. I've never met a patient like Simon, and I don't think I'll ever meet another patient like him, to talk so openly and so bravely about death and dying, and trying to spread that message out into the community. It's such an important subject to talk about, but it's a massive taboo. The goal for Simon was always to stay at home as long as he could, but he was always very open that he wanted to die at the hospice, but it would be when he was ready. And we were completely guided by Simon and what he wanted to do and how he was feeling. Lots of patients will come up and visit the hospice before they are admitted, and Simon did come up with Aurelie, and I showed them around the ward and we went into the gardens, and they both commented on what a beautiful building it was. And I remember Simon walking around the gardens with his big sun hat on, and he was just his beaming big smile, and he kept saying how beautiful it was. I think obviously looking after a patient like Simon, it's kind of opened the floodgates that people should be able to talk about where they want to die, how they want to die. It's something that happens to all of us, and it should be a topic that we're more comfortable discussing.
Simon's strongest message is that look at me, it's happening to me, and I am not scared, and I'm actually the happiest I've ever been.